Hi everyone, I'm Jocelyn, and welcome to Purpose Sundays here on Training Academy, a space every week to pause, reflect, and realign your life with what truly matters before the new week begins. If you've been feeling like you're just going through the motions, working hard, staying busy, but still wondering, what am I really doing all this for? You're in the right place. Every Sunday, we're going to take a few minutes together to reflect on where you are, realign with your values and your deeper why, and choose simple, practical actions that help you live with more meaning and intention. Today's session is all about 3 simple steps you can use every Sunday to reset. 1. Reflect on where you are. 2. Realign with what matters most. And 3. Choose one meaningful move for the coming week. I've asked my friend Mark to walk you through this process in a calm, practical way so you can actually use it today, not someday. So get comfortable, maybe grab a notebook, and let's do this together. I'm Jocelyn, and now I'm turning it over to Mark to guide you through today's Purpose Sunday Reset.
Thanks, Jocelyn. Hey everyone, I'm Mark. I'm really glad you're here because the fact that you clicked on this video already tells me something important about you. You don't just want to get through the week. You want to live with purpose. The problem is, life gets loud. We have responsibilities, notifications, deadlines, and other people's expectations pulling us in 10 different directions. If we're not careful, we end up living by default instead of living on purpose. That's why Purpose Sundays exist, to stop the autopilot, even just for a few minutes, and ask, is the way I'm living matching the person I want to be? Today, I want to walk you through a simple 3-step weekly practice. 1. Pause and reflect on where you are. 2. Realign with what matters most. 3. Choose one meaningful move for the week. If you actually do this, even in a simple way, you'll start to feel less scattered and more grounded as you enter each new week. Let's start with Step 1. Step 1. Pause and reflect on where you are. Most of us jump straight from one week into the next without ever stopping to look back. No wonder we feel like every week blends into the last one. Step 1 is simple. Pause and reflect. Not for an hour, not for half a day. Just a few focused minutes. Here are 3 reflection questions you can ask yourself every Sunday. 1. What drained me this week? Think of situations, tasks, or even people that left you feeling empty, stressed, or frustrated. 2. What gave me life this week? These are the moments when you felt energized, peaceful, grateful, or in your zone. 3. Where did I notice myself living on autopilot? Maybe it was scrolling, staying busy but not productive, or saying yes when you wanted to say no. You don't need perfect answers. You just need honest ones. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone looks back at their week and realizes, what drained me? Back-to-back meetings with no breaks and saying yes to every request. What gave me life? A quiet 30-minute walk after dinner and a meaningful conversation with a close friend. Where was I on autopilot? Late-night social media scrolling that made me go to bed later than I planned. Right there, just with those answers, you can already see patterns. Too many unprotected commitments. Not enough time for what actually restores you. Habits that steal energy. That's the power of reflection. So here's your first Purpose Sundays reflection moment. If you can, quietly ask yourself right now, what drained me this past week? What gave me life? Where did I feel like I was just going through the motions? You might want to pause this video for a minute and actually jot those down. Once you've reflected, you're ready for Step 2. Step 2. Realign with what matters most. Reflection shows you where you are. Realignment points you back to where you want to go. Every person has a set of values, things that matter deeply: faith, family, health, growth, service, creativity, integrity, impact. But here's the problem. We say we value certain things, but sometimes our calendars don't show it. So in Step 2, I want you to identify 3 core values that matter most to you right now. Not what you think should matter, but what truly does. For example, your top 3 might be 1. Faith or spirituality. 2. Family and relationships. 3. Personal growth and learning. Now ask this simple but powerful question. Did my week reflect these values? If faith is important, did you make any space for it? If family matters, were you present or just physically around? If growth matters, did you invest even a little time in learning, reading, or practicing a skill? There is no guilt here, no shame, just a gentle, honest check-in. Let me give you a scenario. Imagine someone whose values are health, family, growth. But their week looked like skipping meals, no movement, staying up late, on half listening to family while checking emails. No time set aside for learning, just surviving. There's a gap between values and lifestyle. Purpose. Sundays is about noticing that gap and gently realigning. So here's what you can do every Sunday. 1. Name your top 3 values. 2. Look at your last week through that lens. 3. Ask, where was I aligned? Where was I off? Then, instead of beating yourself up, simply say, this week, I want my choices to better match what I say I care about. That leads us to step 3. Step 3. Choose one meaningful move for the week. This is where purpose becomes practical. You don't need a 20-step life overhaul. You need one meaningful move that connects your coming week to your deeper why. Think of it like this. Step 1. You reflected on what drained and filled you. Step 2. You remembered what matters most. Step 3. Now you choose one concrete action that realigns your life with your purpose. Here are a few examples. If your value is health, your one meaningful move might be, I will take a 20-minute walk after dinner 3 times this week. If your value is family, your meaningful move could be, I will have one distraction-free dinner where my phone is in another room. If your value is faith or inner life, your move might be, I will start my day with 10 minutes of quiet reflection, prayer, or journaling before checking my phone. If your value is growth, it could be, I will read 10 pages of a helpful book every night before bed. Notice something. These are small, clear, realistic moves, but they are deeply connected to purpose. So I want to guide you through this right now. 1. Think of your top 1 to 3 values. 2. Ask, what is one small action that would honor those values this week? 3. Turn it into a simple, specific sentence like, this week, my one meaningful move is blank. You might even speak it out loud or write it somewhere you'll see it every day. A simple purpose. Sunday routine. You can use every week. Before I hand it back to Jocelyn, let me give you a quick, repeatable purpose Sunday routine you can follow. 1. Quiet moment, 1-2 minutes. Take a breath. Put your phone aside. Give yourself permission to pause. 2. Reflect, 3-5 minutes. Ask, what drained me this week? What gave me life? Where was I on autopilot? 3. Realign, 3 to 5 minutes. Ask, what are my top 3 values right now? And did my week reflect them? Where do I sense a gap? 4. Decide, 2-3 minutes. Ask, what is one meaningful move I will take this week to live more in line with my purpose? Write your one meaningful move down. Put it on a sticky note, in your planner, on your mirror, or as your phone wallpaper. You don't have to fix everything. You just have to keep taking small, intentional steps in the direction of the life you're called to live. That's how you begin to reflect, realign, and live with meaning. Not just on Sundays, but all week long. I'm Mark, and it's been a privilege to walk through this Purpose Sunday reset with you. Now, I'm turning it back to Jocelyn to close us out.
Thank you, Mark. Friend, I hope you really let those words sink in. You don't have to live under the pressure of everyone else's timeline. Your story, your season, and your lane are allowed to look different and still be meaningful, powerful, and full of purpose. As you enter this new week, remember today's big ideas. Comparison drains your joy and distorts your view of purpose. Your lane is shaped by your season, your values, and your unique story. You can shift your focus back to purpose with small daily practices, like asking, what does faithfulness in my lane look like today? Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What season do you feel you're in right now? And what's one small win you're committed to celebrating this week? Sharing it doesn't just help you. It might encourage someone else who really needs to hear it. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe to Training Academy so you don't miss future Purpose Sundays. Like this video so it can reach more people who struggle with comparison. And share it with a friend, family member, or colleague who might need a gentle reminder that they are not behind. Thank you for spending part of your Sunday with us. This is Purpose Sundays. Reflect, realign, and live with meaning. I'm Jocelyn, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a grounded, focused, and comparison-free week ahead.